Sergio Melendez here, enrolled agent, Juris Doctorate, and IRS tax expert. The IRS is coming. Is this good? Is this bad? Or is ugly? I will be discussing. So the majority of the IRS has been shut down for the last 6 weeks. Last week, the very first department that opened up and brought back employees was ACS, the Collections Department. Although there's no collection activity going on until July 15th, the Collections Department, they're ramping up all their operations. They still have to send notices, they still have to send mails, like a bunch of warnings in the mail. But once July 15th deadline hits, it's going to come a wave of collections, levies, garnishments, you name it, federal tax liens, all that. So the collections department is the first ones to ramp up. So that could be the bad news. The good news is you could propose some kind of solution with the IRS. Once you propose a solution, then the IRS will be backed off even if it's passing the July 15th deadline. So the solutions still involve filing an offering compromise, requesting a hardship payment plan, requesting non-collectible status, notifying them maybe past delinquent taxers got filed up, so on and so forth. But the new level of recall is issued out to 10,000 IRS employees. This is across the spectrum of the entire IRS. So these are from the different departments. They're telling the IRS now, hey, employees, come on back. It's still, the infection rate for COVID-19 is still out there. So the IRS is taking a lot of precautions throughout all of the locations. They will be supplying employees with face masks, disinfectants, and hand sanitizers. Now, they're not going to force them to inject the disinfectants. Okay, they're just going to be providing them maybe to wipe down surfaces at the most. So the two labor unions that represent IRS employees is the National Treasury Employees Union, and the other one is the Professional Managers Association. They haven't disclosed how many workers are coming back yet. And also, in regards to the supplies, the IRS has told the employees to bring in their own supplies, and if not, that they're going to be supplementing them. So not everybody might have them, but they will be supplementing those supplies. The other reason why the IRS is coming back now is the stimulus. If you haven't received it, it's because now it requires maybe some manual processing. Maybe if you had a 2018 filing requirement and no longer a 2019 requirement, it might be required now the IRS to go ahead and step on up and process those checks. Another delay too is on the tool itself. The IRS has revamped it, so you are able to maybe double check your address or to see if the check got issued out. I know one little hack is you have to type in your address in all capitalized letters. Not doing so, you might get an error as it's still being processed. Either that or always keep checking the mail. So that's it. That's the update. The IRS is ramping up operations. So if you have any pending issues, I use the technique of strike first technique, which is we go ahead and get you all caught up in filing. We prepare your financials on a 433F, 433A, 433AOIC, and we go ahead and we strike first before the IRS strikes. Any questions, concerns, go ahead, leave them in the comments. I do look out for them. I will respond. And thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.